I really hesitated at the beginning of my career between becoming a painter and a musician, and I really see music, and especially electronic music, very close to painting, mixing textures, layers, colors, and moods in a very abstract way. But I think this is very close, and I always considered that being on stage behind your laptop or your synthesizer is not the most sexy thing in the world. And then music performances these days, and particularly for electronic music, need something else to express the music you do, the sounds you're playing. And it's the reason why that I explored at a very early stage all the visual techniques of my generation. I've always been interested, and partly when I started, by the opera as an art form. Why these brilliant classical musicians suddenly they were working with carpenters, scenographs, I mean people making decors and designers, just to propose something else through their music. And it's really what I try to do, and with this new tour I'm doing, I as usual, but I devise really the old scenography and the old visual, and I think that I achieved something special this time, because for years I was trying to express visually my work in music, which is actually when I mix, when I compose, trying to create architecture of sounds, soundscapes, perspective in my music. And I wanted to express this in a kind of anti-MTV type of approach, where lots of concerts, we are all going to lots of concerts, and most of the time the visual are just a series of video clips. And I'm not really comfortable with this, and in that case, I really try to create some graphic elements and graphic world. I mean, almost part of the orchestration of the music, and I think it's working quite well. We had a very successful tour in Europe just before finishing, but before Christmas. All over Europe, and I'm looking forward to share this experience, because it's a real experience with the US audience, because you have to see this live. I mean, you can say in days of YouTube, sometimes you can have pretty good idea of a concert, even if the sound is crap or whatever, but you understand what it's all about. In the case of this project, you really have to experience it live, because the whole connection between the music and the visual can only be experienced live. I think it's going to be even very difficult to shoot, to film the DVD of this one, because it's really a live, it has been really devised for the live experience. Actually, I'm going to 10 or 12 dates, Toronto and New York at Radio City, and Philadelphia and Boston, Chicago, Denver, the Greek Theatre in San Francisco, and lots of really cool places and cool and great areas. And I'm really dying to also to prepare something specific for the US tour. I mean, a bit different from Europe. I mean, to try to. I like also to consider a tour almost like a series of one-offs, where every day it's new. And it's true, because every day you have a different audience. For the audience, it's always your first gig, and I like to give this feeling to my team, to my crew, for musicians, for lighting designers, that everything is something special. Yeah, it's very strange, because I mean, yesterday I bumped into a few guys saying, we are going to do the whole US tour, and it has been the case for lots of fans in Europe. I've been really moved by that, but some of them, I mean, they went from 20 or 25 concerts, gigs. It was really something special. Which is great in this. And I feel very privileged to be able to do that. I mean, to be able to play in a small theater, a small club, or in front of a few 100,000 people outdoor. I mean, I'm doing this fairly big arena tour, but at the same time, I'm doing the 6th of April. I'm doing a huge concert in Masada, the Dead Sea, outdoor. It's going to be quite a massive production. I'm also have a project outdoor with link with Stephen Hawking, the scientist, and it's going to be in Norway outdoor by the end of June. It's also a fairly big outdoor project, and so I love to go from a small theater to outdoor situation because it's not the same thing. By the end of the day, playing in front of an audience is all, whatever the size of the audience, it's a kind of love affair or very strange chemistry between two entities, the audience and yourself on stage. And this link works or it doesn't. Whatever the number of people, wherever you are, there is a kind of mystery that one night it's something fantastic and some other night it will be not the same. But I hope for the US tour, every night will be special and extraordinary.